got to assume it's working. So fingers crossed. Where did I put the gloves? Do you know? I don't know if there's a cure for... Is there a cure for incompetence? Let's hope so. It's a lovely, pleasant evening. Looking at the outside of my house, it is in desperate need of a coat of paint, which will be happening soon. Make the job look a bit tidier, like some of the others. But I've been focusing on getting the inside done, which I'm really happy with. And then for fuel, 3 bars. And off we go. What a lovely evening. All's well with the world. Again, my clock has... the time isn't correct on there now. I've been having some... Well, not some issues. The other day the bike wouldn't start. There's a couple of times recently where it's turned really slow. Now, I've got a new battery, which I picked up late yesterday. So a straightforward choice tonight. Fit the new battery or ride in the sunshine? Well, no contest. Riding in the sunshine's always going to win. I'll fit the new battery later. So I think some of the charging issues were... the bike stood for 2 months. 2 months since I've ridden it. Unbelievable. No, it's not 2 months, it's a month. It's 4 weeks, maybe 5 weeks since I came back from Scotland. And I didn't plug it into the Optimate, which is ridiculously slack. But hey ho. And so as a consequence, the night before last, I came out to ride the bike and it wouldn't start. Battery totally flat. I charged it up, fired the bike up yesterday, no probs at all. The battery was showing 12.04 volts, which is not terribly high. So I put it on charge for a little longer. I got up to 12.4, could do with being a little bit higher. Today, it's 12.2. So either the battery's not holding its charge as well, or there's a drain somewhere. So I'll check that later. It's for now beautiful weather, so I'm going to make the most of it. Puppies. But I do have a new battery anyway, because I'm hoping to do try and get away to either northern France or northern Spain just for a few days, just me. And I want a new battery on before I go, because I'd want to feel like really confident in it. So I'm going to do an earth leakage test. Well, a couple of days ago, I had no idea what one of those was, but now I do. And I might video it when I do it. Since I figured if it's new to me, it's probably new to you. So I might video myself checking it, or I may just put the link to the to the YouTube channel where I discovered it. Where somebody had run a tutorial. I didn't discover it. It's not like the guy was working as a waitress at a cocktail bar. That's a reference to an 80s song. Some of you may know, some of you may not. What am I banging on about? So yeah, I'm planning on taking a longer trip, and I want to make absolutely certain that everything's in order before I do that. So I want to check whether it's the battery or whether there's actually something happening with the bike that's draining the battery while I'm not riding it. Either way, that needs sorting out. It's all part of the fun of it. It's not like owning a car. If you have to fix a car before you drive it, that's a pain in the bum. But it's a bike, it's great. As long as you know what you're about, and you know, it's nice to tinker with stuff. Da-da-dee-da-dee. I forgot how sharp the brakes were now. I did them just before I went up to Scotland. It really is a lovely feel to them. I'll just try and keep going here. Never a fan of coming to a complete stop at traffic lights if I don't have to. But while you're stationary, you're a bit of a target. Nice SV, Suzuki. Pretty. That girly riding it? Got pink rucksacks, I hope so. Come on, missus, wakey wakey. Waving at me for, just get out of the way. Unless she thinks she knows me. What a beautiful evening. Took in a bit of lateral movement to help the vehicles coming towards me see me. You're gone, move out right, nobody coming from the right. Give me a better view around the bend. Gotta take the straight line across these bends. There's not much point in doing otherwise. Again, said it before, but the bike said it's more stable when it's upright and going in a straight line. Take a lower gear here. Bit of positive throttle. Over to the left to get a view around the bend. Left at the end of the road. Look through the hedges. Now this guy in front of me is holding and now he's gone, so it would indicate that the road might be clear. I'm going to come in a little steadier so I can keep it rolling and get a good look. And out we go. Got a stone in my boot, it's driving me nuts. I'll sort it when I get there. So again with the camera, it's mounted that the view is 140 degrees. And we're on 1080 at 30 frames a second. Microphone setting number 4. So we'll see how that is. While emerging, a little lateral movement. Give an eye on him. There isn't a gap from his left, so he shouldn't go for it, but I'm aware of it just in case he decides to. Holding a bit of distance between me and the vehicles in front. They're all bunching together. I don't want to be too close to that. Let's try the wave. There's 2 of them. Yep. Yep, 2 out of 2. And test this theory that bikers don't wave as much anymore. We'll see if we can count up to 10, so that's 2 out of 2 so far, so 100%. The brake activity, so check the mirrors. Hopefully a bit more of a gap between me and the guy in front. Which apart from anything else helps to make me visible. Say for example this van that's at the junction. If I'm close up behind this car in front of me, he might not see me. I see him creeping forward, he's thinking about it. Anyway, he's watching me, the wheels aren't turning, so we should be safe. And part of the problem is that the car behind me was starting to get a little bit close up behind, so if he's close to me, that can serve to make me a little less visible too. Being visible when you're on a bike, so I hope is a good thing. Again, watching for people jumping the lights, people turning across me, people jumping, we're good. You best have some fuel, I think. Do we have air and water here? I'm not sure. Oh, don't see air and water. Oh, it's there. Okay. So I'm very naughty. I didn't check my tyre pressures before I left. I checked them yesterday, but still, should check it every day. There you go, another biker. We have 3 out of 3. Still on 100%. Whoop. Ah, he's waiting for the pillion. So he's made his pillion pay for the fuel. I wonder if I could get away with that. That seems like a plan to me. What number are we? Number 5. Yeah, number 5 please, yes. It's a lovely night, isn't it?
It is.
Ooh, yeah, it'll be dark by then, won't it? Lovely, thank you. Ta-da now. And the bike's handling okay, so I'm going to check the tyre pressures when I get the squires. I'll let them cool down while I'm having my tea. I know they're not too bad because the bike's handling fine. And tyre pressures don't have to be too far out on this bike before it starts handling like a bag of spanners. I quite like Thursday nights at Squires now because it's people start taking the older bikes. So we're 3 out of 3 at the minute. Let's see what we do here. 4 out of 4, 5 out of 5. I think that second off last one didn't. So that's 6 out of 7. Still not a bad hit rate. Jesus. Child behind him too. He's keen. Oh, I thought it was a child he was pulling behind him. It's not. It's a buggy with his fishing gear on. Oh. A nice Mark 1 Cortina going the other way. Oh my god, I don't know what they've been spreading on the fields here, but it's oh my word, that's quite pungent. Well, it's set out in the middle again. It's all about visibility. Tuck back in, keeps me away from the danger on my right, but also the lateral movement as I move makes me a bit more visible to the guy coming towards me, because the human eye is much better if I get a lateral movement up than it is movement coming towards. Ah. 6 out of 8. I seem to remember from my youth that all bikers waved at each other. But you know what? That might just be rose tinted glasses. Maybe they didn't. Because the reality is, a lot of these people are the same people I was waving to in my youth. So we're 6 out of 8, here's another 2. Hey! 8 out of 10. 80%. That's not bad. 80% of bikers wave at each other. Let's give ourselves a pat on the back. Yeah, for us. Feels like 1,000 years since I've been on the bike. It's only 4 weeks. It's maybe 5 weeks. Feels like a long time. Well, it's lovely to be out. You know, over the last, I don't know, 3 months ish, maybe a little bit longer, I've test ridden all sorts of stuff. Test rode the Goldwing, which was really, really nice. But I don't know, I'm not sure. I've tested the BMW K1600 bagger, the K1600 GTL, magnificent machines, just absolutely incredible. But when I checked out the insurance costs, it was like double what I'm paying for this, and I find it hard to justify that to myself, really. You know, I think you're looking at 550 to 600 pounds to insure a bike. That's a lot of money. That's more than I pay for my car, and I just can't justify it. I just can't. Although they are magnificent beasts, so I've taught myself out of it for now. But who knows what might happen in the future? But they are a phenomenal piece of kit. The R9T, a lovely machine. But again, talked myself out of that basically because if I owned one, I'd end up riding it like a hooligan. And in my line of work, I can't afford the points on my licence. The R1200R, like a lovely machine, nice, really liked it. Even though I was probably determined not to like it before I rode it, I thought it was a really lovely piece of kit. And then the GS1200, which was just tremendous. I was really impressed. Again, determined, I suppose, not to like it because, you know, everybody and their auntie's got one. You know, since the Ewan and Charlie thing, everybody wants one. You can see why. You see why people are buying them. They're tremendous. And then I rode the GS1200 Adventure, which was this is a delightful piece of kit. So I don't know, I'm not sure. The thing that's turning me against them is it's an awful lot of money. Even if I buy one that's, you know, 2006, 2007, you look at it, £5,000 or £6,000. It's like, that's a lot of money. And every time I ride something else and then cut my leg back over this beastie, old penny pan here, I ask myself the same question: were those other bikes that much better than this? The answer's no, they're not. It's a great piece of kit. The worry I have is that, you know, when you're moving slow, it's heavy. Not when you're moving slow, when you come to a stop. So you have to be, or I at least have to be very careful about making sure I've got the right footing. Because to lose your footing when you're coming to a stop, it's over. You know, you're going down. Once that's okay at the minute, as I get a bit older, is that going to be a problem? Not really sure, so I'm just thinking about it. But I used to have the ST1100, and I had them both for a time. And there's things about the 1100 that I really like, and there's things that this does better. This handles better, it's quicker, the brakes are better. Not quite as smooth as the 1100. So I decided that it was wrong to have two bikes, and I really should sell one of them. It's crazy. It was like getting rid of a treasured family pet, you know. Had to go to a good home. So I had a few people that wanted to buy it, and I wouldn't part with it because I didn't think they were going to take care of it. And this guy turned up, and two of his mates had the 1100s. He was in love with them. He couldn't find a good one. Mine was absolutely immaculate. You know, I bought it. It had 7,000 miles on it. You know, and it was when was that? It was a 2002 bike, so it was 13 years old. And there's 7,000 miles on it. It was still running on the original tyres. It was just ridiculous. So it was immaculate. Clearly never been out in the rain, never been ridden in the winter. And I took care of it. I really did. So it was beautiful. So, you know, the guy was deserving of the bike in my mind, so I sold him it. As he rode it off, I nearly cried. I was like, oh no, I've changed my mind. I want it back. Too late then, of course. So I won't part with this one quite so easily. Oh, this one when I bought it was reasonably high mileage. 52,000 I think. Where are we now? 62,500, 62,295. And I've had it a year and a bit, around 10,000 miles on it. But for a lot of that time I had the 1100, so I was riding that most of the time. I bought this to go to the Alps last year, and it had the tiniest little oil leak, and I thought I didn't want to chance it, so I took the 1100 just before I sold it. It's going next time I go. It's just tremendous. But it's an ex-police bike, so it was reasonably high miles, and it's been ridden through the winter, so as a consequence it's, you know, it has the age-related marks that you would expect. But I'm gradually working through things, tarting stuff up, replacing the Allen bolts here and there, and the screws on the master cylinders and stuff. So it just tidies the job up. I've replaced all the screws in the fairing for stainless steel, so that really starts to tidy things up. And we're getting there. Over the winter, this winter, I'm having a new exhaust to go on, new Delkovic, whatever you want to say. So that's in my garage ready to fit, because this one's starting to get a bit... I'll probably take the centre stand and side stand off and have those stove enamels and just do some general tarting up. I'm going to probably paint the wheels, paint the fork stanchions, not the stanchions, the bottoms, paint the diff, and just get it looking really smart, because it's a lovely piece of kit, lovely piece of kit. So it's heavy when you stop, but when you're on the move, it's tremendous. Lovely piece of machinery. I'm not bothered ripping past this guy, because not that bad. I'm turning left here where there's some roads that I can have fun on. So if I'd ripped past him, I wouldn't have been in front of him very long, so it's just not worth it. It's starting to look a bit dark now. Bend right, down left. The left will be the tighter of the two, because on the right I'm on the outside of the bend. On the left I'm on the inside of the bend. It's therefore default tighter. So I'm looking across here, don't see any traffic coming. So it's best to look across that way first, just get a bit of an idea really. All of it soaking information up. The stuff I'm applying from the, being an advanced driver in the cars and being an advanced rider on the bikes, passing the ROSPA test. La da 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 dee. I love being out on the bike. Just, I'm at one with the world. Yeah, they've seen me. It's good. Surprised at the difference it's made. I've had some switchback indicators fitted, which give me very bright running lights. I've had many fewer, is that the right way to say it? A lot less people shaping up to pull out in front of me since I've had them fitted, which is nice. Having said that, I'm not dependent on that. That would be a silly thing to do, to assume that just because I've got these lights fitted, that's going to stop people behaving like idiots. I don't subscribe to that kind of stuff. It's like the loud pipes save lives argument. I hear what they're saying, that you're making more noise and people will hear you coming. But there's a mentality that exists then that sort of says inside your head, oh, I'm making more noise, they'll hear me coming. And it can prevent you from taking the right observation because you assume you're safe. So I don't buy it. Loud pipes don't save lives. Skillful riding saves lives, and being aware that people might do stuff to you. If you can do stuff that helps you become more visible or more audible, then great, but don't depend on that saving your bacon. Depend on your skill and your forward planning and observation. I love this bike. It's such a lovely thing to ride. popping along here at the speed limit. And she just corners effortlessly. Just roll it in and around she goes. Not a real massive sensation of speed because we're balanced. Lovely. What fun. Car park on the left, could be stuff emerging, nobody behind me, I'll brake hard if I need to. There's a soft spot over there to go into, ploughed field if I need to, that'll be the softest place to land. Nobody leaving the car park, I'm happy. I keep thinking I should find some different roads to play on, but this is such a lovely road. Excuse me. Turn right up here, get the early view across the right, see if there's anything there. Combine harvesters and such. Well, we should be done with that, it should be ploughing stuff now, but it's still slow moving farm machinery. Just thought I caught sight of a pedestrian. Well, maybe I imagined it. Look through the trees, nobody coming. Simply cut the corner, took a nice line. We're all around here. Looking at escape routes all the time in case something dodgy happens. In case a deer leaps out. Either side of this road looks okay, but on the right here there's a massive ditch. So I'd want to avoid going that way. Boy, they're moving there. Wow. You know the speed they were travelling. That's impressive. Now if there's two bikes coming that way like that, there might be some more. If I happen upon them just as I go around the corner, there might be a car overtaking us. I'll be wary of it. And sometimes drivers don't always see the push bikes until the last minute, and then they'll suddenly lurch out onto my side of the road. Which is not what we want. Always wary going past farm entrances because there's a chance I thought I saw a pedestrian earlier. Could that be him? I don't know, maybe not. Oh, that smell. Jesus. Wow. That is absolutely and utterly revolting. That smells like something died. Oh my goodness. Oh. This is where the loose dogs normally are, and they're not fond of bikes, so. Oh, looks like the start of a bonfire. If it's that big at this point in time, by November that's going to be huge. Look at on the side of the cars for reflection of lights coming the other way. So it's Squires annual show on Saturday and Sunday. Oh, pedestrian. If you'll notice, never look this way. So they always take your picture as you're entering the show on both days. So really important to get the bike shiny. Don't want it to look bad. Don't think I'm going to get the Squires for the whole day on Saturday, maybe just half the day, because I've just got my stuff back from storage, so I've got to find places for it to live. I moved house well, it is a while ago, but my stuff's been in storage for a while I've been renovating the house. I've got a lot of it back, but there's a big lump of it arrived yesterday, so I really do need to find places for everything to live. Da, 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 da. It's just a lump of paint on the road, that one, so I try to let it go over about. This is very naughty. Really should try and go around them, but I know that there's very little paint left on that one, and the road is dry, so we're pretty safe. If it was wet, there's no way I'd ride over that paint. Wary here is somebody pulling out from that junction on the right. So yeah, I'm happy there's nobody there. Well, this guy's travelling slow. He might have just pulled out, or he might be slowing down for one of these junctions ahead. There's one on the left, one on the right. So I'm checking across the right to see if there's any traffic coming along that road. Don't see any. Yeah, but he is turning off. Thought so. So just by looking around and thinking about it now, anybody comes up to that junction to pull out, they're blind. So there's no way I would overtake this guy, even if the solid weights weren't there. I wouldn't take the chance of going past at a junction. Bad things happen when you overtake at junctions. La da 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 dee. La da 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 dee. It's getting in dark quick. I look through the hedge. A couple of vehicles coming, they're not anywhere near me. The blue wagon's going round to my right, so I'm looking at the gap behind him. That depends on the car that's behind him. He's gone that way, so we're okay to go. Check the left, nobody coming out. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. It's suddenly got a bit chilly. Well, it's a lot cloudier here than it was when we left Woodlands. Again, I can see the road that's coming from the right. A couple of cars there, but they're not close to me. So we should be alright. So we've got a bit of an idea already. The wagon's going to block any traffic from the right. We've got to go there. Quick scan left. Make sure nobody's going to hurt me. Push out to the middle so we get a better view. Tuck back in to get away from the danger. The lateral movement also lets him see me. Yeah, move over the lateral movement. That looked like a nicely executed overtake manoeuvre ahead. A lot of brake light activity up ahead. Gotta be asking yourself what's happening there. Now, local knowledge, I know there's some junctions and a roundabout ahead. The guy on the bike in front, look how close he is to the back of that car. Oh, that's... It's alright to get up close when you're looking for an overtaking opportunity, but to run that close during normal riding, that guy in that car brakes for no good reason. And he's awfully close to the driver in front of him, so there's a lot of trust going into people that maybe you shouldn't. The bike rider in front there, he's also put himself so close to that car that his view around him is quite limited. The blue car's coming right. He's not indicating. I won't let him get away. Guy in front's a little erratic with his speed. Normally would mean probably on his phone. Now he's picked up, he's put the phone down. Your life in their hands. And get angry about it. Chase after him, berate him at the lights, but it'll make no difference. So for the time being, I'm just concentrating on keeping him out of my way. I see the indicator on the car in front, so I've got an eye on him. Not that one, the silver one that's just turned. So straight off when I see that indicator, I'm looking, is there any traffic coming towards him? Is it going to hold him up? Is that going to cause me an issue? he's turning right. Is anybody going to stop him? No. But I'm ready for it if they do. This is a bit more severe than it looks on the way in. Da 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 dee da da. Nobody behind, so I'm going to roll in steady. Oh, well, nice old bikes. La da 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 da. 20 mile an hour zone here. There is no point in busting that, because they could be waiting around the corner. When you're in a known bike area like this, they're going to set speed traps up. They're going to come close to here because they know they're going to catch a lot. And also, this is Sherwood and Helmet, and Squires used to be in the village, and the locals weren't overly keen on the bikers because, well, you know, we used to shatter the peace. People wheeling up and down the street and stuff. So I'm sure the locals were delighted when the cafe moved out here. Again, I'd always be very careful here. The speed limit doesn't start for a little bit, but if they just positioned the speed trap just there, they'd catch loads. There we go. This is a nice piece of road too. La 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 da 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 da. And here we are. Oh, busy tonight. Excellent. Do a share to the car park so you can. Oh my god, how wide has he gone there? Jesus. Oh, some tasty old gear here. Couple of pans. Oh, an old BSA Rocket 3.